And welcome once again
to the
Reading Room, the companion YouTube show for the podcast called The Comic Shop. He gets a pass from the shirt because it's a brilliant,
it's real for
like Ditko looking
it's
Spider-Man
nice.
right there.
It's nice.
Dig it. Okay. So yeah, this is episode 28. Today is the 11th of February, 2018. What?
I'm seeing there's more than one book there.
There is more than. I'm just going to flash covers. I'm just going to flash covers on an Ollie's run that I did.
Oh, good.
Yesterday.
How many packs?
I bought 2 packs, and I got 4 covers out of it that I really want to flash.
Nice.
But you got first before you start talking about White Knight, which has become house book number 2.
Right. My fault.
There is a Jeffry Kaufman thing to talk about real quick.
This right here is the February edition, number 353 of the Previews magazine. Goes to all the LCSs. So in here,
Does it go to all the LCSs or just ones that deal with like Diamond and stuff like? Well, pretty much everyone deals with
I'm
Diamond.
pretty sure
Yeah.
it's all Diamond affiliated. But in here, for my friends at Big City Comics and Jeffrey Kaufman,
Friend of the show, 100%
there's
friend of the
a
show.
super retailer incentive. For order 3 copies of Liar and receive 1 copy of the hardcover limited edition foil for free. I don't know if you have to be a major retailer to do that. You might be able to do it your damn self.
I expect probably that it's a retailer.
So there's that.
Yes.
And we will be doing a screenshot of that.
This is going to be a retailer because not everyone's going to order 3 copies of a graphic novel from Big City. They might order 1, they might order 2.
But I'm sure.
But if they
getting
order
yourself-
3 and then you get the foil hardcover, and if you're getting it for free, everything's automatically an upsell.
Right.
So that's
And some links to his other books are here too. Some of his other books.
yes.
I've had the privilege to troubleshoot and see some of his books that are coming down the line.
Yes, legitimately a friend of the show. We are having a relationship with Jeff Kaufman.
Yeah.
As
Dragon Con.
a creator, since Dragon Con has been quite a boon, and we're hoping to talk to him again. We were planning on talking to him sometime around San Diego.
Sometime, yes.
I think is when last time we talked to him. We were going to do another interview, and it was going to be sometime around San Diego because he's bringing, I think, 2 books, 2 new books to Reload and Liar. He's bringing, and is Scary Fails 2, is that going to be up by then?
I don't know if it's going out same time or maybe a month later.
But yeah, so
Maybe I went to printer at the same time.
he's gonna have a big show at San Diego this year, and we want to probably talk to him shortly after that. Let him wind down, let him get rid of the con cred, and then
If you're out on cons and you have the opportunity to meet this man,
do talk to
meet
this guy.
man.
Do talk to this guy. He's a charming fellow. He shoots straight from the hip, and he's got some very cool ideas about life and culture and books and the medium and everything like that. So. Shout out to Jeff Kaufman. I hope Liar sells like gangbusters.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so hit me up with some
Was it
White
White
Knight.
Knight?
Yeah.
This is issue 5. How would we figure out how many they're doing?
When we last
Of 8.
When we last left, was the 2 Harleys,
Yeah.
I believe.
And this one opens up with Jack and Harley just hanging out.
We got the
Jim
origin. We got the origin of the one Harley.
of Neil Harley.
Yes.
Damn it. Drews. Some Mary Ann Drews. And when this opens up, Jack's taking his pills. He's coughing up blood. And Harley's like, well, that shouldn't be happening.
Nice.
It's been bugging, bothering my stomach or something. And I might go see a doctor. She's I am a doctor. So, yeah. And then they're sparring. Because he wants to toughen up so he can actually go fisticuffs with the bat. And he didn't toughen up so good.
No.
Harley just beat him up.
Beating the snot out of him.
Yeah, it was pretty good. There's some more Bat and Fat Family, Nightwing and Barbara. They're checking out. I can't remember what they're checking out here. Anyway, they're talking about the 2 massive assaults that happened on the precinct and then at the rally.
All of the Bat pages in these books have got a real significant color shift from everything else. Like, there's
black
nothing
and
that
gray.
really pops, but like they specifically use this orange in the background for the sparring scenes, and everything goes here. Just reminds me of Gotham by Gaslight,
Yeah.
which I just finished watching actually the movie
good.
version of it. And I've noticed it now throughout
See
all
how
the
he looks
issues
like
of
he's
the
got
books.
the big collar there.
He looks like he's got the collar. It's kind of a cross between Gaslight and Frank Miller.
Yeah. And Dick and Bruce are going right at it. And Barbara's like, will you guys shut up? Well, she hip tosses Batman. Because
Yeah.
he goes to punch Dick. She hip tosses him.
As one would, I guess.
And she's like, I'm sick of you guys fighting and leaving me in the middle.
Why am I stuck in the
Yeah,
middle?
pretty much. Then Bruce just takes off. And he goes to talk to Harley.
Neo Harley or Harley Harley?
Harley.
Harley.
Yeah.
Harley. Sorry.
As we tend to do.
Yeah.
And he's basically, I don't know, not pleading with her. He's talking to her about how he was always easier on her because she centers the Joker's moral compass.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, he's changed and this, that, and the other. And you just don't like to see that Gotham needs him more than they might trust you. And he gets mad, punches the wall, screams at the top of his lungs. Jack stands up in the background and says, I never heard him yell like that.
Nice.
All the time the Joker's fought with him, he never heard him yell like that.
Well, I guess, he's never had an opportunity to lose his cool. And the paradigm shift with the Joker suddenly being the good guy, that's cause for losing your cool.
Right. And we're at Wayne Manor with Neo Harley and the Mad Hatter.
That's still a thing.
It's still a thing. Because they're the files that they found about the freezes and the Waynes and the hidden tunnels and whatnot. So they show up at the gate, hack the gate, get in, and they got a captive Poison Ivy with Clayface.
Clayface
and
at the
Hatter. But she's opening a secret room. Looking for a secret room thing. And she's talking about how old stale air attracts some plants, and she doesn't know that, but she's sensing it from her connection to Ivy, which is a little deeper a connection than I thought the Hatter would have with his stuff. Maybe it's through Clayface, and I don't know. Anyway.
So wait, so Harley is sensing that through Mad Hatter's connection with Poison Ivy?
Which is his basic connection with Clayface.
So how does Harley have an inkling into that unless
She can see it. She's wearing the tiara thing.
Oh, right. I forgot about the tiara thing.
Yeah.
This
There's a lot to take in.
there's a lot of moving parts, and when
Yeah.
they swap back and forth between these storylines.
So, Bruce puts on a pink robe.
Uh-huh.
Oh my lord, you hooligans, get off my property. He looks like he's all surprised. And they take off because they can see police are coming. And Dick shows up in the GTO gear in his little Batmobile.
Which is what, a 911? Porsche 911?
I don't know.
Something like that.
It's weird. He's a nice robe. You stay put, Mr. Wayne. The GTO can take care of it. And he's like, I'm still wearing a suit, bitch.
Oh, okay.
So that was a high-speed pursuit. And these are all
nice little
Batmobiles.
splash here. There's Bullock. There's Dick. Batgirl in the middle. Nice.
And
Is that
the guy was leading the gang.
right? Is that supposed to be Montoya or?
I think that is Montoya.
Okay.
But yeah, it's an all-out pursuit. And there's Gordon up in the helicopter. They're all having a chat. And there's the bad guys, all mind-controlled and coming into play. So yeah. Glossy pages don't like to turn.
No, that's true.
And here comes the Bat. In that new awesome tank-looking Batmobile thing. So yeah. And Gordon's yelling at him from the chopper. He's like, Batman, stand down. The GTO have his handles. And then Dick gets on the radio with him. Was like, what are you doing? As I'm protecting my family.
No, for the love of it. He is an insufferable superhero sometimes.
Especially in this.
You want to be like, dude.
They find some of the files
Take a Xanax.
that Bruce has never even seen. And then the bridge falls on him. Kind of.
Okay.
He does the Batman narrowly escaping thing, but still. And now
He's no longer a vigilante.
They issued a warrant for Batman. No longer. He's a super criminal. Out loud and on the radio.
That was coming eventually. That was kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
There's Victor.
Yep.
Old man Victor. Batman shows up with the stuff he just found in Neo Joker's van. Start talking.
The Waynes are a family with many secrets, aren't they, Bruce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the first time we've actually had an inkling that he knew Bruce was Batman.
So that's kind of a Victor Freeze doing a Hugo Strange kind of spin around there.
And when Harley found that stuff, she found the plans for Victor Freeze's weapon. And well, yeah, they kind of reverse engineer and enlarge it a little bit.
Oh, cool.
And that's where we're to be continued.
What kind of supervillain we were going to be doing with that? You wanted
It's
to
a giant freeze gun. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Joel Schumacher tried that once.
Yeah.
Cool.
Along those lines, but the story keeps getting more and more interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
So White Knight continues. So we have three episodes, three issues.
We're at
left.
5 of 8 right now.
Cool.
Unless they change it to 9 or 10, whatever. They've already changed it, the length by 1.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that. You know, it reminds me. I still got to find that Secret Weapon Zero. That came out last month. I got to call the shop about that.
You might not be able to find it by now.
I'll find it somewhere. All right, so I did an Ollie's run yesterday and bought 2 packs and found 4 covers that I thought these look pretty cool. So I'm just going to flash covers, no stories. The first one is
Sorry, not by eye.
yeah, it's the Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl 1.2, so part 2 of the series from back in 2014, I think. And this caught my eye because of the Alex Ross cover.
Yeah.
That's really... I mean, Dan Slott's doing the story. Ramon Perez is doing the art. But I was like, man, that's an Alex Ross Spider-Man cover. And it's a nifty Alex Ross Spider-Man
It's a
cover.
callback to his beginnings.
Yeah, exactly. And
Rudy
it almost looks
Parker.
like Flash Thompson,
Probably is.
you know, and then Spider-Man's looming large as like a specter on the bricks. So, you know, I said, Alex Ross cover, I could dig that. You don't see that in every one of those packs. You see that very often in those packs. So there was this one here that I liked. The second of the 4 covers I wanted to flash was Strange Tales featuring Cloak and Dazzler
Yeah.
and Doctor Strange.
Cloak and Dazzler.
Cloak and Dazzler. This is... I opened this up... Look at that Top Secret. Remember that? With those ads, TSR game. I opened this up to get a little context, and for some reason Dagger and Cloak are separated. And he seeks out Dazzler, the mutant, in the X-Men.
Another light projector.
Yes, yeah, exactly, very much so. So that's... I was like, man, that's not a bad... First of all, it's in excellent condition.
Strange Tales is usually a reprint story, though. Just so.
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, it really isn't that bad. This one is 1987.
Yeah,
This is from Series 2 of Strange Tales, I think.
Nice.
Not so awful, terrible, bad, I thought that.
They've always got good covers on
Yeah. This one here,
Valiant.
I'll turn this one over because I was like kind of iffy about that. This is Magnus, Robot Fighter, number 25, silver foil embossed. I thought, wow, we got a embossed Valiant cover
I still got
out of those
3 of those
packs.
packs I still have to open.
You should probably get on that. So I thought, well, first of all, it's Valiant. It's an older Valiant, it's from back in the 90s. This book is in ridiculously good shape.
Yeah.
And I know, did a little research. There is a certain retailer that has a slabbed copy of this, 9.8 for $50.
Right.
I thought, out of everything that I found, this one probably could, if I decided to invest in getting it graded and slabbed, probably fetch the most money.
Grading and slabbing costs more than $50.
Grading and slabbing costs more than $50, so hence I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bag and board.
Yes.
So I thought that was pretty cool. That was a bit of a surprise. And also, this was on the cover. This was on the outside. You know how they have
Probably
a
why you
book on the
picked the
outside? I
package.
was like, this is why I picked the package.
Conan.
Number 119
Wow.
from 1980, I think 1982? 1981. I thought to myself, I have got to just...
It's in good shape. It got a little roughed up.
It's a little roughed up. It's got a little folded corner to it. It's a little squished. It's got a little bit of fading issues and
Press
stuff
and a
like
bag
that.
of board would be fine.
Yeah, but you know what? I thought to myself, this is like this. This is an old book.
Yeah.
I mean,
50-cent
you
cover.
can tell by the comic code. Anytime you see the comic code stamp and the cover price of 50 cents, and you see the ads that we remember from when we were kids reading G.I. Joes and Transformers and stuff like that. Always the same ads. Always the same ads. I thought, well, that's probably, I wouldn't be surprised. There are people that pick through those tables, and I'm surprised that somebody didn't grab this one a little bit sooner because it was right there on the outside. It was bagged and boarded. Apparently somebody at a shop that probably doesn't exist anymore called Paradise Comics wanted to sell this for $6. They had the price tag on the outside of the bag.
Nice.
Yeah. So if it was fetching that as I mean, that's not a dollar book. I mean, it's probably in a box, or maybe they had it as a wall book. I don't know. But if they thought it was worth $6,
Yes, they are.
I'm just saying, because I paid a lot less than that for that.
Right.
You know. But still, I mean, it's more the novelty. It's more the hunt.
Captain
really.
Universe.
Captain Universe. It's the official Star Wars fan club. The ads are sometimes more entertaining than the actual story, just because of the. You remember the holiday wreath?
Yeah.
Mighty Marvel's holiday wreath. Remember that one? People of a certain age. Got a lot of guys in the corner. I'm sure remember that.
I'm belonging to this other group called Old Guys who still love comics. Yeah, they would love.
This is gonna be right up there, Ellie. Yeah. So the Pez dispensers ad and stuff like that. So there you go. So that's just something that I don't do very often is an Ollie's run. Our local Ollie's has got a nice table. They got a nice table. And they got it in the back, so it's not right up front. You got to kind of look for it. They got a lot of graphic novels. They got a lot of those gunslinger books that you picked up there that you showed me that one time. So yeah, so that's it. Basically all I wanted. I didn't have any stories to tell. Next week, what I might do is feature. I think next week we might feature the Swamp Thing Winter Special.
There you go.
But it might be the only book we feature though, because it's 80 pages long.
There's not a lot of words.
Okay.
If you like it.
Okay.
I mean, there's some words, but it's more of a story.
Okay. Well, Swamp Thing's a man of few words anyway. Or a thing of few words, I should say. All right, so there you go. So that's episode 28 of the Reading Room for the 11th of February, 2018. That is Scott. My name is Eric. Facebook.com/The Comic Shop 1. The first and best place to find anything related to either one of the shows or all the other crazy content and cool stuff that gets posted up there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of stuff got posted recently. A lot of trailers dropped this week. A lot of trailers. We're going to talk about those on the podcast, which we're going to record immediately following me shutting that camera off.
Yeah.
So, yes, acpodcast1@gmail.com. You can also get us on. Our Twitter is at the Comic Shop 1. TCS Podcast. That's the Instagram. I'm sorry. At the Comic Shop 1 is the Instagram. Or just search for the Comic Shop 1 and at TCS Podcast 1 on Twitter, but that's still kind of nascent. Just hanging, lying fallow.
It's all content.
It's all stuff that's there, sort of, kind of. So there you go. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start posting cover shots and stuff on the Instagram to get that a little bit more content.
Sure.
To give context to the stuff we talk about on the shows. So start looking for that. Hit us up with some feedback. Last week we offered a book purely by suggestion from one of our viewers, old friend of mine named Charles Cobb.
Yep.
And he gave us the suggestion, and it resulted in us covering Doomsday Clock #1. So if you've got something you think we should cover, you're into a run right now, or you want to talk about an older book, you want to talk about anything, it doesn't matter, Silver, Golden Age, 80s, 90s, whatever. If we can get our hands on it, great. If not, we'll talk about a digicopy, whatever. But hit us up. Let us know what you think about the stuff we talked about. Let us know if you found any cool issues in your hunt of the LCS dollar boxes or at Ollie's or someplace like that, or auctions, this, that, and the other thing. Let us know. Send us pictures. Post. Send us pictures. If we think it's cool, put it up on the Facebook pages. Look what this person found.
Yeah.
Isn't this some cool stuff? So there you go. That's the end of episode 28. Be well, people. We'll get back recording.
Yeah.